All right, gentlemen, we were originally going to ask you both to pick your best 5 duos in the game today, but then we came up with a better idea. MJ, we're going to ask you to list your top 5, and then Craig, we're going to have you listen to what MJ's got to say, and then you're going to get the chance to critique his picks. All right, MJ, go ahead. List it.
I see. The plan is for Craig to light up my list. Okay, well, Craig, good luck with this because it's a fantastic list. At number 5, the Dallas Stars duo Jason Robertson and Roope Hintz. No line scored more 5-on-5 goals for than this line last year, and they're only getting better. Robertson already one of the best young players in the league. Hintz is going to be there as well. Dynamic skaters, excellent offensive players. Number 4, Matthews and Marner. Figure it out. They play together all the time. We have a former Hart Trophy winner. We got the best right winger in the league over the last 3 seasons, both around 100 points, almost unstoppable together at times. They're number 4. Number 3, Point and Kucherov. I don't know if Nikita Kucherov gets enough credit for how great he is with the puck. And Braden Point, a dynamic goal scorer, awesome in the playoffs, fantastic on the power play. They're really good together. Number 2, McKinnon and Rantanen. Oh, yeah, Rantanen pushed over 50 last year. McKinnon's going to push over 50 this year. When they play together, they are almost impossible to stop speed and size. And number 1, obviously, McDavid, Draisaitl. Forget about it. We have the speed and the dynamic play of McDavid. We got the strength, the passing, and the scoring of Draisaitl. They are the best we have seen. But the one thing we see theme of the top 3, Craig, they've done in the playoffs at a really high level. And that's what separates them from the group that's at 4 and 5.
I don't know why people think I have to critique that. Why don't I just agree with it? I think it's a great list. I mean, unless I'm offering up Yeri Curry and Wayne Gretzky or Mark Messier and Glenn Anderson, there's really no complaint there. One duo that I would say pay attention to that I think is emerging is the Stützle-Brady Tkachuk duo in Ottawa. And if those 2 guys can take their game up just a little bit more from where it's already at, we very well may be talking about them, being able to move their way into top 5 dynamic duos. But, that's a terrific list, Mike, and there's nothing to critique about your list it with those top 5 duos.
The only thing I take issue with
Take that, Gino. Take that.
Oh, okay, but here's what I do take issue with, though. Should McDavid and Draisaitl be a duo, or should they be split up? Because we've seen what can happen so far when they're together. They just can't get over the hump.
Well, I mean, they can't get over the hump, not because they don't play well. Did you see what Leon Draisaitl did the last couple seasons?
I'm just talking about the balance. You got to have more balance on that team.
Well, I mean, I think that's on the other players as much as it is on them. And when they are separate, they're still incredibly productive. We see what Draisaitl won the Hart when McDavid was injured a little bit. So I don't think they're fully dependent on each other. They just happen to play together. And the way that Jay Woodcroft uses them, they do play in different situations, not always on the ice at the same time. It's a nice luxury to have, whether they can be the best together or 2 of the best apart. But any playoff shortcomings, I will not put on Draisaitl and McDavid. That is somebody else's responsibility in Edmonton.
They're the 2 best players on the planet. 1, 2 in scoring. They do everything you could ever ask them to do in the regular season and the playoffs. Draisaitl did it on a bad ankle and they couldn't stop him. These 2 guys are clearly number 1 duo in the National Hockey League. And whether they're apart or they're together, they impact the game in a significant way.
There's no doubt they're number 1 and number 2 is a distance back. McDavid and Draisaitl combined for 281 points last year. The last time teammates combined for that many, Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr in 1996.